Other questions?
I have a question. It seems to me, and maybe Scott, you can just explain your experience a little bit, but that if a city forms a charter commission, they don't form it to form a charter commission because they want to meet on Tuesday nights, just for the heck of it.
I don't understand what you just said, Jill. Will you say that again?
It seems to me when a city forms a charter commission, there's a reason for it, and the charter is a vehicle. The reason might be you want to change how the administration, who it is, or whatever, or if it's recall or initiative or referendum, that there's a motive first. The charter is the vehicle. And my concern that I've been stating all along is originally when we put this charter commission together, we had discussed some key pieces of the charter, and those things were in the draft. Those things that we thought were important: spending limits, the recall, initiative, and referendum. It seems to me, as having to say, is other cities, are they pretty much the same as, do they have the same kind of impetus? There's a reason to start it. You just don't say, hey, we can do a charter commission, let's, you know. So is that a fair statement?
Usually that's how it gets. I mean, there are three ways it can be created. Basically, you know, citizens can go in and ask that it be created. There can be a petition for that purpose, which is often the way. And I'd say the way I've experienced it. I haven't dealt with a city that's created a commission to create a charter. I've dealt with one community that I've represented for 15 years now. They talked about doing that probably 8-10 years ago and creating a charter. And it went through those discussions. They were getting to the point where somebody said, well, maybe we should do this. It just stopped. People said, no, we don't want it. And there was no impetus to get beyond that point because of internal discussion. You're right. The most recent cases I've seen, and again, not that I've been in a attorney-client type situation, it's been you've had a group of people that wanted to have a charter say certain things.
Right.
One comes to mind is the situation in Egan, which played out in the papers and still plays out from time to time. Again, the three cities I deal with, they did their commissions well back in time. I've spoken to many of the original charter commission members. And it's true. That was the reason they wanted to be appointed to the commission. That's the reason some of the most recent appointees in the city of Mounds View as well. They wanted certain other things changed, or in that case, it was cleaned up. I mean, that's the one charter that, if you look at, is a little different than the majority that are out there. And again, the vast majority are very similar. They really are, in fact, going down a numbering system of the vast majority of charters that exist in the state. They're very, very close until you get to a Minneapolis, St. Paul, something like that, where their charter is 3 volumes set, which is not what I would suggest doing. So.
Well, it seems to me that that this charter commission is obligated to either, it says in the law here that shall deliver a draft as soon as practicable after such appointment. The commission shall deliver to the clerk of the city either its report determining that a home rule charter city for the city is not desirable or necessary, or the draft of a proposed charter. And I think this is the point that this group is at. They need to decide, is there a reason to do this, or are we just going to, is there a motive for a charter? If not, then the law says that you've got to perform certain duties by law. So.
And on the city website, Scott, there's a message from the mayor where she states that, telling the residents, by law, a commission has to either move forward or disband. Where is this commission going? I can't find that in the law. I think by law, a charter commission is formed if a community wants to look at the prospects of becoming a charter city. And the charter commission makes that determination, not necessarily right away, but as you said, as soon as practical, whatever the specific language of the law said. Keep in mind, this commission has changed significantly. We've gone from 7 members to 15, and or 9 members to 15. And the original 9 members was reduced to 5. Those 5 members did submit a charter to the city council, And then that's when the changes occurred. We took it back from the city council, so the commission has done some work, and it is still in the phase of looking at what do we want in a charter. The rub seems to be always that we're not moving forward, that we're not doing anything, but quite frankly, we're pretty well along. We have gone through the league's model charter, and I think we're on up to chapter 7 or 8 now. And, we're almost done. I could foresee we could be done within a very short period of time, particularly if there's a little incentive in there.
But there's whatever it takes, get going, get working on it. But the issue, just what you explained, I think is very telling. You're going through the league model, and you're saying, I like this, but there's no goal. There's no goal.
Well,
If the goal is to
that's just your
reorganize
opinion.
the city, well, no, because
My goal has
can
always been
anyone
to see
express a
if
goal?
we need one at all, and you've already decided. And you decided when you started this whole thing. When you said, what you said was telling. You said, the city decided to do a charter. The city has not decided to do a charter. The citizens still don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I just got information from him that I got from the old charter people that was completely wrong.
Oh, I don't
So,
think
I think so. I heard it from just a minute ago, completely wrong.
It's been
So-
stated
So
many
let's
times.
still try and say that I still have an open mind, and we still need to see if we want to do this at all with this particular commissioner. The only reason this isn't moving forward is because the old guard won't let it go.
Sue, do you have a question?
I spoke with the league today and asked that question specifically to Rachel Carlson, who I think is the attorney in the league, or works in
One of
that.
them, yeah.
Works in there.
Yeah.
And she said that there is no time limit at all, that law does not state any time limit, that we're free to do what we want to.
So it's just that once a year meeting.
That's required by law.
Right. But
So
the
that's
point is,
only
what are you
thing
here for?
That
What are
gives
you
us
here
a time period.
Well, that's fine, but it was, that was not a correct thing, I don't think, that was put on the website, that by law, we either have to provide a charter or disband. That's not.
That's
she said
incorrect.
that's
There is no time period.
not
So
true.
that's the attorney, is that what it is?
Well, you're
Basically, in the-
fudging words then, right? That's cute.
Well, it's the one person at a time.
Yeah.
Read.
Well, I know how to read, but I think you're fudging words.
I didn't say
What you-
time
what you-
period. I actually
okay.
did not say time period, Eldon.
Either
If
move
you'd like.
forward or quit.
Well, the
right?
point is usually.
No, I mean, I'm asking.
You said by law.
You know my point. You know my point. This group
I'm
gets to
asking you your
decide
point.
where they're going, and I don't see any unified goal until just lately this new one. It's fine, go ahead with it. But
Jill,
if
I
that's the
think
one
he's asking
goal,
you
go.
to read what it says in the statute.